नमस्कार, बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है गाइस आपके अपने ही चैनल KFCS पर। तो गाइस आज हम जुड़े हैं बहुत बड़ी बात करने के लिए और सबसे बड़ी चीज़ जो हुई है कि वर्ल्ड कप से बाहर हो चुकी है वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम। ये बहुत बड़ा न्यूज़ है कि वर्ल्ड कप क्वालिफायर्स में लगातार हार गई और एक बहुत बड़ा उलटफेर देखने को मिला है। आज स्कॉटलैंड की टीम ने वेस्ट इंडीज़ को हरा दिया है। तो वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम जो है फाइनली अब बाहर हो चुकी है वर्ल्ड कप से। ये फर्स्ट बार टाइम होगा कि वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम को जो है हार का सामना करना पड़ा है और फर्स्ट टाइम जो है ये वर्ल्ड कप से बाहर हो चुकी है। और अब जो टीम जिनकी चांसेस हैं टॉप 2 में जाने की, वो टीम अब रह गई है ज़िम्बाब्वे और श्रीलंका, जिनके बीच में कल मैच होने वाला है। तो उसके बारे में भी हम पूरी बातचीत करेंगे जैसे ही लोग हमारे साथ जुड़ते हैं। तो आप लोग सवाल पूछ सकते हैं हमारे साथ। बाकी गाइस आज जो इंटरव्यू हुआ था विद वन ऑफ द क्रिकेटर्स, इंडियन फ्यूचर स्टार, वो ज़रूर आप देखिएगा। जैसे ही आप चैनल पे विज़िट करेंगे आपको मिल जाएगी वो इंटरव्यू, और बिल्कुल देखिएगा क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा इंस्पिरेशन मिलेगा आपको। तो हमारे साथ व्यूअर जुड़ चुके हैं। हेलो। तो मैं इनसे बातचीत कर लेता हूँ। तो देखिए, वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम फाइनली जो है बाहर हो चुकी है और कहीं न कहीं हम बातचीत कर रहे थे कि शाई होप जो है बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे हैं। शाई होप की जो टीम शाई होप की जो जगह है ओपनिंग स्लॉट, वो उस ओपनिंग स्लॉट को नहीं यूज़ कर रहे थे। बार-बार मिडल ऑर्डर में खेल रहे थे और ओपनिंग भी फेल हुई, स्कोर भी बड़ा नहीं बनाया। तो बिल्कुल लग रहा है ऐसा कि वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम वो टीम नज़र नहीं आ रही है। टी20 में भी कुछ ख़ास किया नहीं और ओडीआई में ज़रूरी था कि एक अच्छी इनिंग्स खेलें। तो जो कमेंट में सेक्शन में मेरे साथ व्यूअर जुड़े हुए हैं, तो उनसे अ, उनका जो रिएक्शन है वेस्ट इंडीज़, ओके, तो उनका कहना है कि वेस्ट इंडीज़ का जो बोर्ड है वो बहुत ज़्यादा सीपीएल पे बहुत ज़्यादा फ़ोकस है। और बिल्कुल ये चीज़ मुझे भी लगती है कि जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, उन्होंने अपने प्लेयर्स के जो है अलग-अलग टीम बना रखी है। और जिस तरह से वेस्ट इंडीज़ की जो टीम है, उनके बीच के प्लेयर का जो मतभेद है बोर्ड के साथ, वो बहुत ज़्यादा है, जिसकी वजह से उनका जो मैक्सिमम प्लेयर्स हैं वो बाकी ऑल अराउंड द वर्ल्ड खेल रहे हैं और उनकी खुद की टीम स्ट्रगल कर रही है। तो हम देख पा रहे हैं कि किस तरह से टी20 में डाउनग्रेड हुई, ओडीआई में भी कुछ खास चल नहीं रहा है वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम। और जो हमारे सब्सक्राइबर हैं, इनका कहना बिल्कुल सही है कि ज़िम्बाब्वे की टीम अब वेस्ट इंडीज़ से ज़्यादा बेहतर नज़र आ रही है। ज़िम्बाब्वे की टीम की बात करें तो नॉट ओनली बॉलिंग प्रोस्पेक्टस बल्कि बैटिंग भी उनकी काफ़ी बढ़िया है। सीन विलियम्स ने शानदार परफॉर्मेंस दिया है, इरविन परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, तो टीम जो है बहुत बढ़िया खेल रही है। सिकंदर रज़ा ने भी एक शतक लगाया है, फास्टेस्ट सेंचुरी बनाई अपनी करियर की। तो वेस्ट ज़िम्बाब्वे की टीम भी पिक पर चल रही है और पूरी उम्मीद है कि श्रीलंका और ज़िम्बाब्वे ही होगी वो 2 टीम्स जो क्वालीफाई कर जाएँगी। तो जो हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं उनसे मैं बातचीत करना चाहूँगा। क्या लगता है कि किस तरह से क्या लगता है कि वेस्ट इंडीज़ की जो टीम है कहाँ पे चूक रह गई? तो मैं जो मेरे साथ कमेंट सेक्शन में जुड़े हुए हैं उनसे जानना चाहूँगा मैं कि आपको क्या लगता है कि वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम कहाँ पीछे रह गई क्वालीफायर्स में, क्यों नहीं क्वालीफाई कर पाए? ओके, मेरे पास कमेंट्स आ रहे हैं। अपनी स्टोरी बताओ आप कैसे। यस, इस पे मैं सेपरेट वीडियो करूँगा ज़रूर। अगर आप मेरे साथ जुड़ जाएँ वीडियोज़ में तो ज़रूर मैं एक सेपरेट वीडियो करूँगा इसके ऊपर कि किस तरह से धीरे-धीरे काम हुआ। और ओके, नहीं, आज अकेले कहाँ लाइव कर रहा हूँ, आपके साथ कर रहा हूँ। आप कमेंट सेक्शन पे क्वेश्चन पूछो, मैं आंसर दे रहा हूँ। सो मैं टॉपिक पे आता हूँ। टॉपिक ये है कि देखिए वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम जो है कहाँ पे रह गई, पीछे कहाँ रह गई, मतलब अगर क्वालीफायर में बात करें, टीम के पास सारे बैटिंग मटेरियल थे। अगर मैं बात करूँ, निकोलस पूरन ने 2 शतक लगाया, शाई होप का भी सेंचुरी आया था। शाई होप का मैं समझता हूँ मिडल ऑर्डर में नहीं खेल के ओपनिंग में खेलना चाहिए था। और क्या हो सकता था वेस्ट इंडीज़ टीम के लिए? जी, टीम का सिलेक्शन पुअर था। टीम का सिलेक्शन बिल्कुल भी मैं मतलब स्पेशली शाई होप के लिए मुझे लगता था कि मिडल ऑर्डर का तो वो बल्लेबाज बिल्कुल भी नहीं है। और ओके, टी-शर्ट पे क्या लिखा है? लिखा है वन डे और डे 1, यू चूज़, यू डिसाइड। बिल्कुल थोड़ी देर में जुड़ जाएँगे और भी। ओके, अ, तो आप एक बार मेरे को नाम बता दो एंडी माइक, मैं आपका नाम भूल जाता हूँ। ठीक है, तो मेरे को नाम याद रहेगा तो मैं आपको नाम से पुकारा करूँगा। एंडी माइक तो आपका रियल नेम नहीं है। एक बार नाम बता दो कमेंट सेक्शन में। ओके, आज मज़ा आया वेस्ट इंडीज़ को हारते देखकर। ओपन गैंगम स्टाइल में डांस किया। रियली? आप गैंगम स्टाइल कर सकता हूँ? ओके, तो आप गैंगम स्टाइल में कर सकते हो। ओके, ओके मिस्टर अभिनव। तो अभिनव जी मेरे को ये बताइए कि वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम मतलब अगर प्लेइंग 11 देखता हूँ बहुत अच्छी लगती है देखने में, तो कहाँ चूक रह गई? कहाँ प्रॉब्लम हुई है? कहाँ चूक रह गई अभिनव जी? मेरे को लगता है ये सुन रहे हैं मुझे। घटिया प्लेयर का है। नहीं अभी ना मतलब मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि टीम के प्लेयर घटिया नहीं है, एक्चुअली कैप्टन भी मतलब इतना एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है। शाई होप की मैं बात करूँ तो फर्स्ट टाइम उनको मतलब ऐसी कैप्टनसी मिली है, तो मुझे वो भी लगता है। और थोड़ा-सा मुझे ये लगता है कि इन्होंने ओडीआई टीम उस तरह से नहीं बनाई जिस वजह से शाई होप को मिडल ऑर्डर में खेलना पड़ रहा है। और अगर मैं रसल की बात करूँ, रसल बिग प्लेयर जैसे नहीं थे टीम में। बट रसल नारायण मतलब टाइम जा चुका है। एक्चुअली देखो रसल और नारायण ना टी20 भी सही से नहीं खेल पा रहे। अगर मैं आईपीएल की भी बात करूँ तो ये आईपीएल और सीपीएल में भी उस तरह का कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं आता इनको देख के। तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि रसल नारायण की ज़रूरत थी टीम में। बिल्कुल, मेरे को एक नाम याद आता है शेमरॉन हेटमायर, जो कि मैं मतलब मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि उस खिलाड़ी में इतना टैलेंट है। बट आई डोंट नो क्यों वो टीम से बाहर चल रहे हैं, इस चीज़ का तो मुझे पता नहीं है। बट उनको टीम में होना चाहिए, मुझे ऐसा लगता है, क्योंकि उनकी जो आवश्यकता है ज़्यादा है टीम में, मुझे ऐसा लगता है। क्या लिखा है? आईपीएल सीपीएल दुनिया भर की लीग खेलते हैं, वेस्ट इंडीज़ के लिए क्यों नहीं खेलते हैं? ऑफ कोर्स वहाँ पे रेवेन्यू की बात आ जाती है कि आप कितना पे कर रहे हैं प्लेयर को, वो बात आ जाती है। तो इस वजह से इस वजह से प्लेयर्स बाहर खेलते हैं। तो थोड़ा-सा हम एशेज़ की भी बात कर लेते हैं। एशेज़ भी बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त चल रहा है, जिस तरह से ऑस्ट्रेलिया को आउट किया इंग्लैंड के प्लेयर्स ने। बट स्टिल अभी भी जो है डोमिनेशन मैं कह सकता हूँ कि डोमिनेशन अभी भी ऑस्ट्रेलिया का बना हुआ है, क्योंकि 4 विकेट जा चुके हैं इंग्लैंड की टीम की अगर मैं बात करूँ। टोटल एज़ ऑफ नाउ जो स्कोर हुआ है 114 रन 4 विकेट पर। डकेट जो कि पिछली पारी में 98 रन्स बनाए थे। तो उनका मुझे लगता है कि थोड़ा-सा अ, दारोमदार ज़्यादा रहेगा स्टोक्स के साथ। स्टोक्स और डकेट अगर आगे लेके चलते इनिंग्स को तो ज़रूर यहाँ पर जीत हो सकती है। व हालाँकि जीतना थोड़ा मेरे को मुश्किल लग रहा है। आपको क्या लगता है नब जी कौन जीत सकता है? ओके, या सो हेलो राहुल अय्यर।
Hi, Kunal.
Hi. So many things to talk today, Rahul. So many topics.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, let me take some comments also. Yeah, I want to give me some suggestion. Do you think my channel name is slightly big? I have to make it short. He said that
Mm,
कुणाल भाई चैनल का नाम थोड़ा शॉर्ट नहीं कर सकते हैं आप?
I think your name is all. Your channel name is already short to begin with. What Kunal FC or something like that, right?
Yeah,
That's all.
actually, actually, the focus of my channel is just a team analysis, and anyone wants fantasy team they can ask me. So I am covering all that because if I mention only my name then no one will come to watch this channel. I know it very well.
Yeah, of course, that's the case with any YouTuber. You can't simply just call your channel by your name, then won't
Yeah,
get much attention.
yeah, okay. Now attention is on West Indies. What happened to West Indies, Rahul Ayer? We always talk in our video that Shai Hope should not play in middle order, should play in up of the order. Suddenly they changed. They have forced changes, and they lost against Scotland. First time West Indies lost to Scotland in 50-50 format. What happened to West Indies? Where they
I
lost?
mean, yeah, they've lost pretty badly. It's a shocking loss because even against Zimbabwe and Netherlands, when they lost, they didn't lose so badly. They at least showed some fight with the at least the bat in both those matches. In fact, against Netherlands, more than a fight, they scored 374 runs and couldn't defend that. In this case, 181 was never going to be enough to win. Even if you're playing against Scotland, you need at least even 240, 250, that kind of a score. Then you have some runs to play with. You can't defend 181 against any opponent, even if it is Scotland or someone weaker. Even against USA, you won't be able to defend 181.
Yeah, but if we talk about West Indies team, do you think that they are not come with plan in World Cup qualifiers because Charles is not your ODI team setup, Mears is not in your ODI team setup. They are just somehow managing. As a result, you can see the Shy Hope is in a middle order who deserves to be an opener. They are doing so much experiment. Do you think that West Indies board they don't ready for the World Cup qualifier? They just send the team go and play.
That's pretty much how it looks, Kunal. They've pretty much just chosen some random team and said, "Go play the World Cup qualifier." They've probably taken it a little bit lightly, thinking that last time they got through to the 2019 World Cup on the qualifier and made the final, so they thought they can do the same thing again, but that didn't happen.
Yeah. Okay. Some of the subscriber also saying that Kunal by Russell, Narayan जैसे big players नहीं थे team में. So I don't think Russell and Narayan is still able to play cricket. They are not such fit player. But if I talk about some player like Shimron Hetmeyer, he deserves to be in a team because of good talent. He has so many years to give to West Indies. So do you think that there is some issue with the revenue from the West Indies board? As a reason the players are not able to play because they have so many players like Darren Bravo. He can play in the middle order.
It's been a problem for West Indies for a long time. Their players are interested mostly in playing T20 leagues, playing franchise tournaments. Not much interest for playing in Test and ODI. In fact, at the beginning of this decade, the beginning of the 2020s, I actually thought West Indies was going to become a promising team again and become a very good team again. They had the talented batsmen in their lineup, which they've always had. They've had some talented bowlers as well. So I thought this team could come up again and become a competitive team, but they've gone only backwards since I predicted that. They've not qualified for the T20 World Cup. Now they've not qualified for the ODI World Cup either. So West Indies cricket is really in shambles.
Okay, so let's talk about the now qualifier top two. I think Rahul, there is no doubt that both Sri Lanka and Zimbabwe is going to qualify. I don't think anyone can overtake him. They have already plus two, plus four up.
Yeah, so yeah, I think it's going to be Sri Lanka and Zimbabwe now with West Indies gone. It's only those two can qualify. Scotland, of course, they are just 1 point, 2 points behind both of them, and they have a match against Zimbabwe in hand, a match against Zimbabwe, and then against
Netherlands.
who? Yeah, against Zimbabwe and then against Netherlands. Both are winnable matches. So maybe if Zimbabwe loses to Sri Lanka and somehow who Scotland can also defeat Zimbabwe, then there is a chance. Uh, so we have to see what happens. I don't think it's likely because Scotland defeating Zimbabwe is not going to be an easy thing.
Yeah, of course. So let's talk about tomorrow match. That will be the big blockbuster match also. Sri Lanka versus Zimbabwe, because maximum viewers are waiting for this match, because this will tell the reality that who is going to pick up the trophy of World Cup qualifiers. Because I'm hoping that both this team will play final, most probably Sri Lanka and Zimbabwe. So do you think Sri Lanka is far better still from Zimbabwe?
Hmm. I think they're a better team than Zimbabwe. I definitely want to believe that, but you never know. They are playing Zimbabwe in Zimbabwe, and this is an informed Zimbabwe team. It's not like Zimbabwe team of before. This is a an informed Zimbabwe team. You're playing them in their home ground in front of their fans, so it won't be easy for Sri Lanka to just defeat Zimbabwe. They'll have to fight hard for it. Sri Lanka was pushed hard by both Scotland and Netherlands in their last two matches, so they cannot afford to take Zimbabwe lightly. I have a feeling it's going to be a very close match. It's a little hard to predict. I think it's going to be 50-50 even. I mean, I have to say.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So our subscriber is telling that Sri Lanka win qualifiers. Okay.
Sri Lanka. Oh, Sri
Yeah.
Lanka. Oh, I got a little confused
Yeah.
there.
So
Yeah. Well, whoever wins World Cup qualifier is a little bit irrelevant because it only determines like who's qualifier one or qualifier two. Doesn't make a big difference in the end. You're still in the World Cup regardless,
yeah.
and it will probably make a difference as to like which venues you play in. But I don't. That's not going to matter too much because I don't think Sri Lanka and Zimbabwe have much of a venue preference when it comes to playing in India. Zimbabwe hasn't played any cricket in India in ages, so it's going to be a challenge for them in the World Cup one way or the other. For Sri Lanka, also, I don't think they have any venue preference. They simply haven't been good enough in India. That is a problem for them. But this World Cup could be different for Sri Lanka in the sense that they don't have to play all their matches against India. They will get to play other opponents too. So I don't see the purpose, honestly, of having a World Cup qualifiers final. It doesn't make too much sense to me, except maybe just determining qualifier one and qualifier two. It doesn't hold much relevance. On the bright side for West Indies cricket now, they had a conflict over which players need to go home for the Test series. I guess they can send whoever is in the Test squad. They can send those players home now itself. Now they're not qualifying for the World Cup. This qualifiers is practically over for them. Last
Yeah.
two matches are of no consequence. They might as well send back the Test players to West Indies to go and prepare for the Test series against India.
Yeah, of course, but I think so. There's some problem with the West Indies board. West Indies board need to rectify all the issues. But yes, if we talk about the Sri Lankan team in the World Cup qualifiers, they have injury concern also. In previous match, Leru Kumara was some issue with hamstring. In previous, Samira was out of the World Cup qualifier, but still, Dilshan Madhushankar was quite impressive. 8 overs, 1 wicket for 40 runs. So, do you think that still uh, Sri Lanka is somehow managing in their bowling department despite of injuries?
Yeah, they're managing very well in the bowling department. In fact, I'll even say they're being pretty much carried by Wanindu Hasaranga and Mahesh Tikshana. These two are really carrying the bowling forward for Sri Lanka with the spin. And to me, that is a very good sign because you're going to play a World Cup in India, and spin is going to play a crucial role when you play. Whenever you play in India, having spin is always very crucial. So Tikshana and Hasaranga will be a huge threat when they play in India. They've also played in India during the IPL. Although Tikshana didn't have a great IPL this year, playing an ODI World Cup is a different ball game altogether, and there will be opponents against whom Tikshana can bowl well against.
Yeah, of course. The way Tikshan and Hasranga is playing, definitely Sri Lanka will be get some contest. I think in Asia Cup we will came to know that previously already champion Sri Lankan team definitely will show some spark in Asia Cup.
Yes, absolutely. They will show spark in Asia Cup, especially because they get to play most of the Asia Cup in their home ground this time. Last year they couldn't host it because
I think
of
some
the.
parts of Pakistan also they have to go.
Mm, they will have to play only the first round in Pakistan uh, against Afghanistan and Bangladesh. Only those two matches will be in Pakistan. When it comes to the Super Four, they will be playing at home.
Yes, of course. So I think all in all, Sri Lanka team is good, and I think tomorrow the matches should be watched complete 50 overs. That would be full of entertainment because I'm expecting that might be it will be 300 plus runs chase might be because
Yeah, it
both
could
team are
be.
good.
Yes, unfortunately, because I'm in the US, I probably will miss most of the match because by the time I you wake up, it's hard. The match will be practically over. But I definitely can see the highlights. So
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so if we talk about the Zimbabwe, also Sean Williams is in a red hot form. If we see 150, 300s in this World Cup qualifier, Sikandar Raza fastest 100 in his career. Irwin also have 200s, 150s. So the team batting order is great. Irwin, Sean Williams, Ryan Burl, Sikandar Raza all are playing good.
yeah, it's going to be a very interesting matchup because you have an informed Zimbabwe batting lineup. Zimbabwe's batting lineup is in excellent form, and Sri Lanka's bowling is in very good form. It'll be very interesting to see the likes of Sikandar Raza and Sean Williams take on the bowling attack with the Hasaranga and Mahesh Tikshna. Those are probably key matchups in this game. uh, Seeing Sikandar Raza and Sean Williams versus Hasaranga and Tikshana, I think this is a very key battle, a battle within a battle, if you ask me.
Yes, definitely. If we see the batting order concern is there for Sri Lanka also because we see previous two matches, Kushal Mendis is not in that kind of form. Sadira Samar Vikrama and Karuna Ratne is somehow managing the Sri Lankan team, so that anyhow they are managed to make a good score. So let's see what will happen. But I want that Sri Lanka should win this match in terms of confidence because we don't want to see another turnaround just like today.
Yeah, so um, I don't think it matter. Well, whoever wins this match qualifies for the World Cup. That's going to be a big motivator to winning this. But I don't think they should be too disheartened. Whoever loses, I don't think they should be too disheartened if they lose. But I think it's more important for Sri Lanka to win this match than for Zimbabwe because Sri Lanka's other match is with West Indies. Though West Indies is eliminated, still not they're not easy opponents to defeat. Zimbabwe has an easier opponent than Sri Lanka has after this match, which is against Scotland. So it's very important for them. I think it's more important for Sri Lanka to win this match and seal a place in the World Cup.
Yes. Okay. So now let's discuss about the Ashes. The way Ashes is turned around every day. One day Australia dominate, in the next day England dominate. But again, Australia is showing, especially Mitchell Stark, that what kind of bowler he is. In this match, already they have taken 5 wickets. Mitchell Stark. So, do you think the Stark domination has put the Australia up now?
Yes, both Stark and Cummins. England was getting a promising partnership after those first 2 wickets, and then Cummins really bowled 2 excellent deliveries, getting rid of Joe Root and Harry Brook. That was a brilliant over, and he almost the ball before he bowled Harry Brook. Actually, he almost had Harry Brook caught and bowled. And then very next ball, he came up with such a great delivery to get Harry Brook out clean bowled. Australia could have had England 5 down actually just before stumps. Mitchell Stark, he took the catch, but then he grounded the ball. He could have easily taken the catch without grounding the ball. Even if he was sliding, at least he could have kept his hands underneath the ball and made sure that the ball isn't touching the ground. So that may be one thing which little reprieve for England, which they can hope to kind of turn around, and hope that maybe Mitchell Stark will go off his radar a bit. He may lose concentration because of that missed catch. You never know. Then yeah, with the ball, England bowled really well. I thought they really got back into this match today, because it looked like the way Australia was placed at stumps, it looked like England would be chasing a target well above 400. I thought they'd be chasing 450 to 500 kind of target, but uh, England bounced back really well and managed to bowl Australia out. You've got to give them credit for that. Mainly, the main hero is Stuart Broad. He took 4 wickets today. He really stood up for England well, and then you cannot take credit away from Ollie Robinson and Josh Tongue as well. Two up and rising bowlers for England. They could probably be the next Anderson Broad combination for England after Anderson and Broad retire. So good fight back with the ball, but maybe disappointing with the bat for England overall. Although they've scored runs at a decent pace, they got 114 runs in 31 overs. So they're still in the game for sure. They can score 257 runs in one day. Problem is they lost 4 wickets. That's a big concern, because whether they will get to those 257 runs without losing 6 wickets, that's going to be a big question mark for England.
But yeah, Rahul, do you think that Anderson is looking bit rusty? He's not in that kind of form that we knows Anderson. Actually, is not used the conditions also. The ball is not that much that we know the James Anderson is. Is not able to take the wickets like Stuart Broad.
Yeah, maybe it's an indication that age is catching up with him, because he's 40 plus now.
Yeah,
He's crossed 40 years old. So probably this series is an indication that age is catching up with him, because, mind you, in this test match, okay, the first test match in Edgbaston, you can say that the pitch didn't favor bowling much, and hence Anderson was not able to take wickets. But in this test match in Lords, there was a lot of swing for the English bowlers, and still Anderson was not able to take wickets. Only got 1 wicket in each innings, and it's mainly the other bowlers that have stepped up for England. So yeah, and unless Anderson can rise to the occasion in the next 3 test matches, I don't. I won't be surprised if Anderson announces retirement after this
this series.
series. Yeah, yeah, this could be his last series. Don't know what has happened to him. Anderson bowled pretty well in England's last Ashes series down under in Australia, so I definitely expected a lot better from him in this Ashes being played in England.
Yeah, of course. So this will be a record chase, because if we see the stats also, this is one of the highest target. If the England chase it, this will be a record chase in a name of England. 371.
Yeah, it would be a huge record, but it's going to take a lot of hard work this time. England's highest chase was the 378 against India last year, but they did that without much effort at all. Actually, they did it pretty comfortably. This one is going to be anything other than comfortable. England is really going to have to fight it out if they want to win this match and level the Ashes series. Australian bowlers are not going to let England get away very easily. Till now, this baseball is really facing its true test in this series because uh, in the previous series that England played, England didn't have to deal with bowling lineups as tough as this one. The bowling lineups and the opponents and even the pitches favored England completely. This one is going to be much tougher. There is something in it for the bowlers, and there's also a very good bowling attack that they're facing. So it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, of course. So if we see this team, still they are doing same mistake. We already yesterday we talked about the Johnny Barristo batting order. Still, Johnny Barristo is playing in the same order. I don't know what England team want to do. They can utilize Barristo at number 4 or 5 because they need quick runs now.
Yes, absolutely. I guess Ben Stokes thinks he's the one who can score quick runs. I mean, it's not like Ben Stokes cannot, but uh, Stokes can do that even if he's batting at number 7. I think Bairstow is a little more of a test batsman than Stokes is, a little bit more. So I think Bairstow should be at number 5. That's a thing.
Yeah, of course. So, in your prediction, Rahul, what do you think England can make this target or the match can be draw?
I don't think draw is in the question unless it rains tomorrow. I think there's going to be this test is going to end in a result one way or the other. Yeah, either Australia wins or England wins, or maybe the only other result maybe a tie. Okay, but that's pretty rare in Test cricket, so it's hard to really predict that a tie will happen. But I think it's advantage Australia from this point. You'd rather be like, if you have 371 to defend and you have your opponents at 114 for 4, you'd favor the bowling side more often than not. I think it's 70% in Australia's favor. I'm giving England 30% because we know that
Yes,
they can do. They're capable from the last year that they have played. We know that they can do these kind of chases,
yes,
so we cannot rule England out completely, but I think it's 70% advantage Australia at this point.
yeah. Rahul, do you think that Oli Pope, the way Oli Pope is playing, they are forcefully forcing the Oli Pope to come up of the order. I think he is good in middle order, 4 or 5. You can utilize Barristo better in number 3.
That may be an option given Bairstow does open in white ball cricket. Bring him to number 3 in test match isn't a bad option, but I guess the problem is Bairstow may not be very as good as facing the new ball as Ollie Pope is. Ollie Pope is a little more of a classic test match batsman. He will see off the new ball before and give England that start that they need. Because even in this baseball era, you need batsmen who can see off the new ball. Once you see off the new ball, then you can play whatever game you like. But when you're seeing the ball as big as a football, then you can start playing your shots. But it's important to have batsmen up the order who can see off the new ball.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so let's see what will happen. But I also think that Stark will definitely take more wickets if condition is good for fast bowlers.
Yes, Mitchell Stark will definitely play a huge role in this match. He can take some high quality wickets, and also uh, he has a history of doing very well at Lords. So that's another thing going for him. He's got 5 wickets in this Test match alone. In fact, on day 3, when play started, when Harry Brook and Stokes looked like they were getting a partnership going on resumption on day three. Stark picked up both of their wickets and managed to bring Australia back into the match. Today, he gave Australia a very good start, getting two early wickets up front. So he has five wickets in the match. He's really high on confidence right now. Many people point out that he's leaking a lot, going for a lot of runs, but if he can pick up the wickets in the process of giving the runs, that is okay.
Yeah, of course. So I think over and all in Ashes, definitely Australia going to dominate. Maybe they can win the series also because Australia is playing differently apart from England. England, I think they lost somewhere in a baseball because they are trying to make a baseball declaring on first day in previous test, but nothing worked for England now. So I think they are doing the same mistake just like West Indies. They have resources, but they are not able to utilize it. They are not using it properly.
Mm. Thing is, English fans, their commentators used to call West Indies brainless for their style of batting in a T20 match. They're doing it in Test cricket right now. When you see so many batsmen getting out to the short pitched bowling, you can see that it's clearly affecting their game. So I think, and today, in fact, Ben Duckett, he got away with one. He really got away with Stark grounding the ball. Otherwise, he miscued a cut. What to say? An uppercut straight to Mitchell Stark. So yeah, that's the thing. England, it's one thing to show positive intent, but I think England is being very rash in the name of showing positive intent. And clearly, pull shots are not working at the Lords. That's another problem.
Yeah, we see the maximum wickets are going on short balls.
Yeah, I'm more surprisingly is Australia falling to short pitch bowling. I fully expected England to perish against short pitch bowling because their attitude is they want to take on the short pitched bowling and kind of hit it for sixers and fours. But when you're losing a lot of wickets against because of short pitch bowling, you have to change your strategy against it. Try to see off the short pitch bowling, either duck, avoid the bouncers, or try to defend. Don't try to go for boundaries. And then Australia will change their strategy and go to another type of bowling which they think will help them, and that time you can start scoring your runs. But if you keep going after the short pitched bowling and you're getting out to it, then the Australian bowlers will continue to bowl short pitch deliveries. I was surprised Australians were getting out to short pitch deliveries because I thought they are better at handling short pitch bowling than England is. And especially because back at home, the Australians play on bouncy wickets. So they should be better equipped to play short pitched bowling, if you ask me. With England, I can understand, but with Australia, it was a little bit surprising.
Yeah, of course, a little bit surprising, but over and all, I can say that Ashes is great going up till now. But I think England can make this record chase. Might be. Ben Duckett is there, Stokes is there, Bairstow is there. Anything can happen. Even Stuart Broad can bat also. Lower down the order.
Yes, one thing is, one positive is they have the time to chase the 257 runs on day five. There is enough time in the test match for that. And question is whether they will chase it or not. I think it's going to be really tough. They have to kind of get through the first session without losing too many wickets.
Yeah, of course, definitely. So I think let's see what will happen. And tomorrow, the another big day, Sri Lanka versus Zimbabwe, big match, and definitely we'll discuss. And also, I hope Rahul, you have watched the interview also, interview of cricketer that I done today at the daytime.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I'll have a look at it.
Yeah, okay. So you can look when you just visit my channel. You will see the video link also. There you will show the video. So one of the famous cricketer, I just want to tell you in short that that his name is Ashutosh. He is playing for UP. So he is just getting a contract of Ranji as soon as possible for a
Oh,
single
interesting.
state, and within 1 to 2 years he will be in IPL team definitely, because he's working under BCCI level 1 coaching staff. He's working, and he's working as a batting all rounder. The India needs all rounders this time.
Yes,
So that,
hopefully a pace bowling all rounder.
yeah,
Is he a pace bowler?
yes,
Oh, then
both.
very
He
much
can play
needed.
up of the order. He can play top of the order, just like Green. He's a green type of batsman, Cameron Green. Yeah,
Hopefully he goes on to have success for India. We wish him all the best.
yeah, definitely. One of the subscriber also watched this. See the comment. Ashok interview must tha as well. Okay. Uh, yeah. Okay. So yeah, you watched the interview. He has shown some experience also, that how you they struggle. Actually, you can see his fingers also. His finger is not straight. One of the finger while
Oh,
fielding. So he's in a cricket since 15 years. So 15 years of struggle, and finally he's in a stage that might be he will be picked by IPL team, or you will get the Ranji contract most probably next year. So let's see what will happen. But yes, we will welcome this star if Ashutosh will qualify for Team India, because Team India need good all rounders, especially in
yes,
Test cricket.
absolutely. Yep, absolutely.
Because Hardik Pandya, I don't think Hardik Pandya is ready to play Test cricket. So I think
Yeah,
so.
Hardik Pandya's. I think Test cricket is out of the picture. If you ask me, for Hardik Pandya playing Test cricket, I think it's out of the question.
Yeah, definitely. So let's see what will happen. Okay, so was that interview also, and tell me the feedback that how you see, and definitely I will invite him again in my video so that you can also talk with him regarding cricket.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd love to do that.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you very much, Rahul, for your
Thank you.
time. Tomorrow definitely will come and discuss the cricket all around. So thank you very much. सो गाइस, जैसे कि आज का डिस्कशन था, तो आई होप आपको बहुत मज़ा आया होगा। काफ़ी अच्छी चीज़ें डिस्कस की हमने, और हमारे जो सब्सक्राइबर्स हैं डेफिनेटली उन्होंने भी काफ़ी क्वेश्चंस पूछते हैं, तो बड़ा अच्छा लगता है मुझे। तो आप लोग भी ऐसे क्वेश्चंस पूछ सकते हैं, मेरे साथ लाइव में जुड़ सकते हैं, लाइव डिस्कशन कर सकते हैं, तो ये बहुत अच्छी चीज़ होती है। मुझे भी बड़ा अच्छा लगता है काम करने में, जब सामने से क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, क्वेश्चंस पुट अप करते हैं, तो बातचीत करने में ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता है। तो गाइस ऐसे ही आगे वीडियोस देखते रहिए, और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों तक शेयर करिए, सब्सक्राइब करिए, नोटिफिकेशन बेल आइकन को प्रेस करिए, कि जैसे ही लाइव सेशन स्टार्ट हो जाए तो सबसे पहले नोटिफिकेशन आपके पास हो और आप मेरे वीडियो को देख सकें। तो गाइस मिलते हैं कल एक और बेहतरीन वीडियो के साथ, और कल देखते हैं कौन जीत रहा है जिम्बाब्वे और श्रीलंका के बीच। बहुत बड़ा मैच, और कल होपफुली एशेस का भी रिजल्ट आ जाएगा, तो उसकी भी पूरी बातचीत करेंगे। तो उसके लिए सब्सक्राइब करिए, और मिलते हैं गाइस कल। तब तक के लिए थैंक यू वेरी मच एंड गुड नाइट।